Hey, what's up guys, it's Ronald here. So this video is going to focus on how a South African High Court judge has been on sick leave for 8 years and is still being paid. And not only that, but their car is also being subsidized by the taxpayers. Now, the total amount of money that taxpayers have so far forked out is at least 22 million rand. We don't know the exact amount because it's not being shared, but if you look at the yearly rates that high court judges receive, as well as the money for, the car that is being paid, a Mercedes Benz, by the way, then you'll find out that the minimum amount of that is 22 million rand. Now, before I show you this article, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. It's absolutely free. It won't cost you anything, as well as smashing the like button and sharing this video far and wide. Let's have a look. Judge has been on sick leave for 8 years. It's an article by Ground Up. Thank you for this. Saying a judicial conduct tribunal is considering whether Free State Judge Lepona Lekale may remain on the bench. The fact that they have to have a judicial tribunal to decide this blows my mind. But don't worry, this is not even the worst part of this. Judge Lepona Lekale has been on sick leave since 2018 because of diabetes-related illnesses, including blindness and a leg amputation, while continuing to receive a judge's salary and benefits. A judicial conduct tribunal heard he had declined to apply for medical boarding because a traditional healer had advised he could regain his sight if he remained in office. It gets better. Judge President Kagni Musi told the tribunal that his prolonged absence has affected public trust and left taxpayers funding both Lekale and acting judges to perform his duties. Now, I'm not going to read all of it, but this part is important. A judicial conduct tribunal probing his medical capacity to remain on the bench heard evidence on Wednesday that it has been costing the taxpayer more than 500,000 rand a year just for his state-subsidized Mercedes GLC vehicle, petrol, services, and toll fees. 500,000 rand a year. How? But okay, despite that, Judge Lekale, who is 62, only served 6 years before going on sick leave in 2028. He has submitted a slew of sick notes for diabetes-related illnesses, which resulted in a leg amputation and vision loss, a condition and ophthalmologist in July 2024 described as end-stage, diagnosing him as permanently legally blind. Judge Lekale, however, refused to apply for medical boarding, claiming that a traditional healer had warned that it would incur the wrath of his ancestors and he would never regain his sight, which he believed could return even tomorrow, the tribunal heard. That's not the best part. Don't worry about it. The best part's still coming. It says here, Judge Musi said he had engaged with Judge Lekale about the possibility of applying for medical boarding, but he had refused on the advice of the traditional healer who told him that his ancestors would be angry and that he would get his sight back as long as he remained in office. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me share something personal with you. A couple of years ago, the South African Human Rights Commission decided that they were going to take me to the Equality Court, and I firmly believe that I had a very strong case that I did not commit hate speech, right? Ultimately, though, I was told that it depends on the judge that you get. No matter how strong your case is, the judge is ultimately the one that is going to decide whether you are guilty or not. And what I've just read right now is the reason that I decided to settle out of court. Because with judges like this, what hope in hell is there for people to actually get real justice? Now, I've got no issue with the fact that this judge is sick and that he has been sick. But the fact that for 8 years you have decided to not retire or to be boarded, but to cost taxpayers over 22 million rand, and that you truly believe that the ancestors will be angry with you if you get medically boarded, just tells me of the level of education that some of the judges have in this country. I'm not even talking about the fact that you are religious or you believe in ancestors, but being told by a traditional healer and believing that traditional healer when you are a judge that should believe in facts just tells you why the judicial system is in the state it's in this country, and why so many people are deciding to settle out of court. Because ultimately, if this is the standard of judges that you have to go and represent your case in front of, then of course, most of the time we are going to get absolutely ludicrous outcomes and verdicts, which is something I would argue you've seen in the Constitutional Court when people go, hey, a song that is asking for the killing of people based on the color of their skin or their profession or their cultural belief is hate speech. And then the Constitutional Court goes, no, it's not. Oh, but listen, a piece of cloth that physically can't hurt anybody in the old South African flag, that is hate speech. So a song that is literally asking for the killing of people, not hate speech. A piece of cloth that, mind you, the old South African flag existed before apartheid, but that is hate speech. This is why South Africa is a state that it's in. And the fact that judges are allowed to get away with things like this, and then their reasoning and excuses is that a traditional healer told them that their ancestors will keep them blind, when you could look at the medical record and speak to doctors and speak to medical professionals to just get the truth, tells you why people don't actually trust the justice system anymore. So that is the current state of South Africa, and God help us all. That's pretty much all I got to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to smash that like button, share this video far and wide. Don't forget to subscribe. It's absolutely free. It won't cost you anything. However, if you'd like to financially contribute to this channel, you can do so by clicking on the $ below and giving a super chat. That'll be appreciated. Or you can become a member of this channel by clicking the join button below, and that means you become a member of this channel. And that's pretty much all I got to say, everybody. Till later. Cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre. My massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre.